السلام عليكم، هذا عمر يحييكم. اليوم بإذن الله سوف أقوم ببدء تختيم لعبة ذا سكينينغ سيتي، لعبة الجرائم والبحث في الجرائم والبحث والتحقيق الجنائي. اللعبة هي لعبة عالم مفتوح، يمكن أن نقول أنها تحكي قصة محقق محترف معين يقوم بالذهاب إلى مدينة أوكموند في العام 1920، المدينة التي غابت تقريبا عن الخريطة حسب ما سوف نكتشف في سرد أحداث هذه اللعبة بسبب فيضان كبير جدا أو طوفان حل بالمدينة. المهمة الأساسية التي سوف يقوم بطلنا بالبحث فيها هي مجموعة من الهلاوس والأشياء الخفية المرعبة جدا التي تطوف بالمدينة. اللعبة هي متاحة للبي سي لنظام مايكروسوفت ويندوز، كذلك للإكس بوكس 1، كذلك للبلاي ستيشن 4. اللعبة مترجمة باللغة العربية بشكل ممتاز حسب تجربتي لها. اللعبة متاحة ومترجمة بشكل رسمي لجميع المنصات الثلاثة التي تم ذكرها، وهذا مهم جدا. طبعا الترجمة وفهم اللغة أو اللعبة أو الأحداث في ألعاب التحقيق الجنائي والألعاب السرد القصصي، طبعا اللغة العربية مطلوبة. اللغة العربية كما قلت مطلوبة حتى نفهم أحداث اللعبة وما يدور فيها ونقوم بربط الأحداث ببعضها. أثناء التحقيق في الجرائم سوف تجد نفسك أمام مجموعة من الأحداث والدلائل التي تتطلب منك ربطها بعضها ببعض. هنا يتوجب أن لا تقف أمامك اللغة كحاجز حتى تفهم ما يدور من حولك. تستطيع من خلال الأحاديث التي تقوم بإجرائها مع الشخصيات والتحقيقات التي تقوم بها بالتوصل إلى نتائج ربط الأدلة ببعضها، ومن ثم استنتاج النتيجة أو الحقيقة التي تبحث عنها. اللعبة يمكن أن نقول أن لها بعض النهايات المختلفة نظرا لاختياراتك أنت كمحقق وربطك بالأحداث وبالتحليلات التي سوف تتوصل لها. اللعبة هي من ألعاب العالم المفتوح، لكن عالمها المفتوح صراحة كان يشهد نقص كبير، ليس في حيوية، ليس في بعض الأشياء أو العناصر المهمة. اللعبة كذلك نظام القتال فيها هو بسيط. حاول في البداية أن تختبر جميع الأزرار والأدوات الموجودة لديك وتستكشف اللعبة قبل الانطلاق فيها حتى لا تواجه صعوبات فيما بعد، خصوصا في اللعب وطريقة القتال. اللعبة كما قلت هي مشوقة جدا، ممتازة ورائعة لمحبي ألعاب التحقيقات، وطبعا أنصح بلعبها، خصوصا أنها من استوديو أوكراني بسيط بين قوسين بالمقارنة مع اللعبة وجودتها. طبعا هذا من وجهة نظري الشخصية. اللعبة مصنفة زائد 18. اللعبة ممتازة، يمكن تصنيفها من ألعاب الرعب والتحقيقات الجنائية. يمكن لعبها بالنمط الفردي، أي يمكن لك أن تستمتع بها لوحدك، لا تحتاج إلى اتصال بالإنترنت. متوفرة على العديد من المتاجر، سواء ستيم، سواء متجر ايبيس التابع للعبة فورتنايت. في التختيم سوف أقوم بتختيم هذه اللعبة عبارة عن حلقات متتابعة. كل حلقة سوف أحاول أن تكون مرتبطة بالحلقة السابقة، لهذا إن كنت مهتم بتتبع أحداث اللعبة ومعرفة أحداثها، حاول التتبع والاسترسال في تتبع الحلقات التي سوف أقوم بطرحها حلقة التختيم. طبعا إن كان لديك أي ملاحظات أو مساعدات أو شيء داخل كل حلقة أو حتى نصائح للعبة في طريقة تختيمها ولعبها، من فضلك اتركها في التعليقات. إن أعجبك هذا الفيديو لا تنسى الاشتراك في القناة حتى يصلك جديد الفيديوهات التي نقدم. في حلقتنا اليوم سوف يصل المحقق الخاص على متن السفينة إلى الميناء. سوف يلتقي هنالك شخصية مهمة يتسلم من خريطة للمدينة، كذلك بعض المعلومات والمهمات، ثم سوف يتوجه إلى الشخصية الأهم، وهي شخصية يمكن القول من أثرياء المدينة. في حلقتنا اليوم تلك الشخصية ضاع أو وقع حادث للابن، وعلى المحقق التوصل إلى معرفة ما حدث بدون حرق للأحداث. شاهد واستمتع. كما قلت لا تنسى الاشتراك في القناة وكذلك الضغط على زر الإعجاب. فرجة ممتعة.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature. Scion of a robust bloodline. A philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought, like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is fine.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers, mark my words.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera, you have a point, newcomer.
I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Negri, Glenna, Gebhal, Nugulina Haft.
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work. can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp. Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside, on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay, my head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing, just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me...
That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was out of starve.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything, and I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, Kay, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
What's happening?
Take this, ape-face. Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled. It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this. There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots. Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong. There's something in the pocket. And the blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far. The door won't budge. One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.